Okay.
All right, that's enough of that. So let me turn this a little down. So let us get into this. I got a little echo right
Yeah.
here. Let me see. What's that? You see a little echo still?
Not on my headphone. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
You
I
hear
can
me
hear you.
good?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
Okay.
what we're doing right now, we're just going to get into some conversations about uh, conversation we had with, bio. Uh, is God all powerful? Where these arguments are coming from? Is he all good? And we just throwing out scenarios. So we just playing around right now. That's pretty
Mm.
much all we're doing, and we'll just see how this goes. Let me get up in here. There it is.
Mm.
So we are live. All right, all right, all right. There it is. Get the copy here. So one of the things that we're gonna just talk about is some of the conversations that I had before with
Mm.
people talking about um, is God real, or you know do you have free will and so forth. Now my thing is this. I know why I have that echo. Hold on. There we go. A lot better. So one of the things is this, is that I was having this conversation that
Mm.
either God is not all powerful or God is not all good. This is something that Neil deGrasse Tyson said, which I totally agree with, because um, all the natural events that happen in the world and the things that happen to innocent people, children especially, and just even animals. And so, if there was a God that was all powerful, all good, then why would you make innocent animals or people suffer if that was the case?
Mm.
Why?
Why? I mean, it's a good question, but it's another good question is like, why would he let man have free will? What was?
Well, well, let's get to the first question. The first question is, why would he hurt everybody? Right?
Yeah.
So, if one person did something, that's not a reason why somebody else should be suffering for it. Right? There's no reason that if
Right.
you wanted to
Yeah.
kill all the sinners in the world because they're not paying attention to you, the babies didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right? Animals don't have
Yeah.
the. I don't ever known an animal to sin. They supposed to be God's creatures as well. So I don't get how one person could then say God is all good.
I mean, it is hard to defend when when babies is dying or people is starving, but you never know what they that could be a punishment from their past life. It could be you. I mean, they say God don't think like man. You don't. I mean, we don't. It's a lot of things that we don't know.
God think like man. I mean,
They
God,
say don't think like
right?
man.
But you said
We
past
don't
life.
know. We don't know what the reason behind why God allows that.
Exactly, we don't know, but we can't say it's good whether we know or not. If somebody walked up and slapped you, you can't say, well, we don't know if that was good or not. Especially if
Yeah.
you ain't if you ain't even know the person, or just the
Well,
circumstances around it. So you keep saying like you don't know if it was because God,
Yeah.
but once again, I'm saying that what about the animals? What did the
What?
animals do?
What did the animals
Yeah,
do?
what
What
did
about the
animals do?
animals?
Huh? What did animals do? Because apparently they did something because they all got wiped out during the ark.
He made sure they ain't go extinct.
How he make sure he
He
killed her?
told
He wiped them all of them out. He
well, he
killed
built
every
the ark
animal.
to
So okay, yeah,
he
but
built the ark to
okay,
save.
so great, great. So what about all the other animals that had to pay? What they do?
He they weren't important enough to.
Oh, so he created something that he felt was important, so he just thought he'd kill him because Adam ate an apple.
If you
So
God,
it
you
said
would say
man's first sin. Where's animals' first sin? Because according to this, I mean, apparently they ain't even eat animals. Y'all know what the lion, tigers ate? Shit, they ain't eat meat. So once again,
sometimes you just create things just to create, right? Every creation everything you made has a meaning behind it.
say it again.
Everything you ever created drew. You say you draw something.
Right.
You draw something. You do that have to have a very important meaning, or do it have to be worth something? That it's automatically valuable just because you created it.
Oh, you saying uh I don't get what you're saying.
Cause you're saying what did the animals do? I'm just saying I'm just saying what's so valuable about every single animal that's been created. I get there's certain things that animals do to help the earth, and it's all what I'm trying to say. I don't think there's importance of every single being or every single thing that's been created that has to be valuable, that's worth saving.
Okay. So 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 okay, but does this have feelings? Does it feel
It does.
pain? So because it's less valuable, it's okay to pretty much kill something and torture because it doesn't have feelings. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying the
So
torture
would
is
that be
all.
good or bad? Is the question, right? So it's more of like the importance,
Mhm.
right? So if God made the animals, right? You're saying that God made something that was unimportant,
Right.
and that was animals. It was too many of them. He
Yep.
made too many of them,
Okay.
right? And he didn't know that, but he's all knowing.
Sometimes he could be all knowing. It could be he just creating shit. He just making shit. Why it gotta be a mistake? He
I
could.
ain't say it was a mistake. You said it was a mistake.
I ain't say it was a mistake. I'm just saying that sometimes you make things, and you get rid of it. You build it up, and
Then what?
and just build it up, and then if you want to keep it, you keep it, or if not, you get rid of it, make something else.
So the question was the suffering part. That was the
The
question,
suffering part,
right?
and
Right. So let me ask you a question.
I'm not saying that's
We would consider answers unimportant, meaningful to
right,
the average person.
right.
Do you think because you find it meaningful or meaningless, do you think you should go around just stepping on random ant colonies or ants because you feel it unimportant? That is,
I'm not saying that's what I do, but do you think twice when you step on the ant, or
most time I don't even know I'm doing
you
it.
know,
But
you
I don't purposely go out and step on ants.
you see a bug in the house, you see a rope or
Yeah,
a spider,
yeah.
what do?
Well, I'll
Most
kill it.
people most people kill it, or one or two might care enough to take it and let it outside, but most people kill it and don't think twice of it. They go on about their day. Is that wrong? Is that is that
But okay,
evil?
it may be, but the thing is that one, we didn't create it. Two, it's in our home, so it's a pest. And three, we're not trying to kill all of them. We're just trying to kill that which is in the house or which is around us.
So
That's
if
what we're
you
trying to do. We're not. We didn't create it. and then say, okay, we're gonna kill 99.8% of them.
I mean, like, so what's the difference of you drawing something and then you throwing it away afterwards?
It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't die. It
Oh,
doesn't take.
so you think about a spider's feeling,
Huh?
or you think about a bug's feelings when you kill it and get rid of it?
No, I don't think of its feelings when I'm trying to kill it, right? But once again, I didn't create it.
So
But this
if you
thing is,
created
but
it,
this thing, I'm not grabbing the spider, right? I'm not grabbing the spider and throwing it and holding it underwater. I'm not. I'm not doing that.
mm,
Now I might throw it in the toilet and flush it, right? I may do that sometimes,
yeah,
but that's pretty much after it's dead. But the thing is what I'm saying is I didn't kill one or 10 spiders and save two. I didn't. I didn't do that,
no,
right? So therefore, we're talking about something that would be considered to be, uh, to me, be irrational, right? It'd be irrational that you would do that. You saying that, you
yeah,
saying that, you know, why would you create something, right? Why would you create something and then kill it or destroy part of it? That doesn't make it. That it really doesn't make any sense. Especially like I said, it doesn't make sense when you get into uh,
or
the attributes of what God is supposed to be, right? That part don't, because remember, it's all knowing, all powerful,
all
and
good,
all
all
good.
good,
Those three things has to exist,
yeah, yeah, and
right?
based on his
And
actions,
and, and then and then we'll go with your church song, your church hymn. God is good
all the time,
all the time,
God's good, yeah,
all the time,
yeah,
as they said, all the time. No. So that's the part that we're dealing with right there,
okay,
right? Is
but yeah,
Yeah, it's hard, huh? I know it is.
I was just gonna say then the devil exists too.
Well, if the devil exists, who created him? Once again, we run into problems when we start talking about these attributes of God, who's all knowing, all powerful, right? And then he's perfect, right? No
Yeah,
flaws, no shortcomings. God is perfect. He is that he is that, right? So what I'm saying is that if he is all that, then why would you create something that you know is going to disobey you, is going to bring sin, death, suffering in the world? Why would you create that? And then why would you also create something that you know is going to tempt that which you created to disobey you? And then you say, well, you have free will.
yeah,
But how do you have free will if you know what's going to happen? How do you do that? Because pretty thing, right?
because if I know, that don't mean I'm controlling your. It don't mean I'm controlling your actions. You still got the choice to
To do what?
to change your mind, to make the right decision or the wrong decision, do whatever.
But if you know what's going to happen before it happens, then what are you waiting on? What outcome is you expect to happen, right? If I know the outcome, put it like this:
That
if
you
I,
don't really know until it happens. Though.
but God knows all everything, so God isn't all powerful. He isn't all knowing,
He all knowing, but
huh? Because if He knows everything, He knows every scenario. He's like Doctor Strange. He knows every outcome that can happen,
right.
right? And He knows the outcome, not possible outcomes, but He knows the outcome. That's different.
But you still got free will.
What's up? I'm gonna cut it tomorrow. Well, I cut it tonight before I go to bed. Okay. Yeah, So back at it. So um, like I said, we
So
can't be all powerful or we
so
can't
is
be
that
all
still
good.
free will if
Huh?
you saying it's not free will because I know what
Well, I'm
decision
saying
you're
if
gonna
I
make.
create, if let's okay, just think this right. If I created something and I know exactly what it's going to do based on every scenario that will be presented in front of it, because nothing happens without me, so which means that I already know what's going to happen. So, what free will am I expecting to happen if I know what's going to happen?
If you know what's going to
Yeah,
happen,
if I know what's going to happen, what outcome am I waiting on?
but it's not based on you
What?
on your influence though. Free will is based on that person, but
What? What I'm saying,
so
free will is based on that person, right? And that's the illusion that everyone has. So everyone is acting out a play or a script that has already pretty much happened
uh,
in the mind of God. He already knows, or whatever the knowing of the essence of Him, He already knows.
so
So
that's
what
not
free
free.
will is? What free will? My thing is this. So what free will is He waiting on? What decision making is He waiting
Yeah.
on? If you already know, like I said, why would you create Adam and Eve knowing that Adam is going to do some foolish shit? Because you know, because you created them. You know every possible outcome. You know everything that could happen. Because nothing happens without you.
Mm.
So how does it? Once again, how does that? That doesn't even make it doesn't make sense for that to happen. I mean, to do that.
Let's see.
You know. So when I was talking, that's what I was saying when I was talking. When I was talking, I was telling you like, either he's not all good or he's not all powerful. Um, it doesn't. I mean, like I said, it just doesn't make sense. When you look at it, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But
To,
huh?
nah, you got it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just I mean, that's just to me it's just weird that you would say, people like, oh well, if you was a father, wouldn't you want to punish your people? No, no. I'm not gonna put my son in a setup situation, especially if I know he's gonna do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to contribute
You
to
know,
my son's downfall.
that's not a setup though. If you warning them about something, even if you're not thinking about it, you just want to make sure that he know not to do something.
Yeah.
That's still not a that's not a setup.
But if you know the
If you
outcome, huh?
you gotta let it charge, man.
Yeah. So my thing is that if you know what's going to happen, how is it not a setup, right? Regardless whether you have the choice or not, if I know what's going to happen, and I okay, it's like we were just talking about the garden. We were talking about the Garden of Eve, right? That's what we were
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
And where's my thing at? We were talking about the Garden of Eve, and um, we were talking about um, the him like putting you in there and everything, and so forth, putting you in the Garden of Eve. Not only like this, this is the scenario that we use, right?
Mm,
Let's say we're in a house and you
right.
upstairs, but everything that's downstairs, I bring you, take you from upstairs, I bring you downstairs,
Yeah,
and I say, hey, you can run over the whole house,
yeah.
just don't go over there by that stove, because if you go by that stove, you will get burned. Now, not only can you go by that stove, you can't go by that stove, but you can go to that stove. That's a good stove. That's an electric stove. Don't go over there by that stove, because this is a stove that's gas.
Right.
Now, I know you gonna go over to that stove. I know you gonna go over that stove. It's not even a 99.9% chance that I know. It's a
It's
hundred
a hundred
percent
percent.
chance that I know you gonna go over to that stove. As a parent, do you do that?
No matter.
No, you know, right?
Eventually.
Only a crazy person will
Yeah.
rationalize through that and say, yeah, you know what, fuck it. You gotta learn. You know, you put your hand on the
Yeah.
stove, you know. That's just what crazy people say.
So it's just better to not say nothing at all and let your child wonder and possibly,
Huh?
if your child wandering around playing and the whole downstairs, you don't think eventually he gonna go near that stove and find out anyway.
If he gonna go anyway.
Eventually.
No, because if I didn't show him the stove,
You say you can play all the way down, play downstairs, don't say nothing, you can play just have fun. You ain't gonna think
no,
eventually
no,
your child's gonna go in the kitchen and play with the stove.
no. Remember, I brought you downstairs,
Right,
but you was upstairs.
right.
So if you don't know where it's at, you will never go there.
But you say I can play down, I can play.
That's after I brought you downstairs,
Yeah.
right?
So you,
But what if I left you upstairs? Then what? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
you don't
It
understand.
gets a little weird when you start asking these questions about you know uh, how. Let's see what I can't go live. It says StreamYard has lost access to Facebook and then your account. Man, I can't believe this motherfucker. But anyway, so that's all I'm talking about, right? So we can go on to the next thing, right? And we can start talking about um, your boy Bronny
Yeah,
and
man,
why
give
his
him
ass,
time.
why
Give him time.
Why Bronny shouldn't ass be in the NBA.
Give him time.
Give him time. Shit,
Let him get his feet wet.
his dad ain't gonna be there too much goddamn long. I don't know what you talking
Man,
about.
they already completed that mission.
What?
They played together already. They on the same team. That job done. Job finished. As far as that part, as far as Brian,
I don't
ain't
know.
nobody expecting them to make the All Star team together, or although they should, but ain't nobody expect them to be, be the Bron, the 1-2 like Bron and D Wade was.
Nah, Bronny ain't no damn D Wade. I don't know I don't even know why you fix your mouth for that shit.
Not yet. The
Huh?
potential is still there.
What?
The potential is still there.
What potential?
To be a star in the league. He already a star in the league, but to play like an actual star in the league.
No, you didn't fix your lips together and say that. No,
Yeah.
no shit like
Who
that.
else? Bronny's getting more attention than the number one pick of last year's draft right now. You don't even. Most people can't even name the first pick of the draft last year. And Bronny's draft class. And what team he went to. Bronny getting G League. What player you heard getting G League highlight on Sports Center?
Bronny is got the fame of a podcaster, an influencer in the NBA. It ain't for basketball. It ain't for his skill in basketball.
It's from his name alone.
I agree. It's from his name alone, not basketball. Matter of fact, it's been the opposite.
It would have been his name regardless if he was good at basketball or not because of his dad. It's just that big. His dad is just that big of a star. Regardless if he was good, yeah, it would have been a plus. But the name still would have been magnified. Let's just say that.
Magnified to what?
It would have been magnified to even more of Bronny being in the face. He damn near the face of the league at this point. If he was good at basketball, he would have already been the face of the league.
Listen, if Bronny wouldn't have been with the Lakers, Bronny ass wouldn't even be in the league right now. If he wouldn't have been LeBron James' son, he wouldn't even got drafted.
You can say that about other players too.
I ain't talking about the players.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Bronny. I ain't talking about the players. No deflect. I'm not talking about.
This the first time it happened in the NBA.
Okay, name another time it happened.
With
Who?
I think it's Austin Rivers.
Who?
Um,
Rivers
Austin
played.
Rivers.
He
Come
played.
on, man. He
He
got on
even,
the
I
same
think he even
like
started.
how they even allow that? They let his dad coach the same team in the NBA. Like, come on, man.
Austin Rivers was a player in the NBA, and he even started, I think, a few times.
No, he was cool. Austin Rivers was he was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, he wasn't Bronny. Bronny ain't cool.
Give him
Right.
time.
Give
That's
him
still
time.
early.
So yeah, so he's a G League player, possibly. And
No,
I say possibly, not
he's a
even.
G League player with the potential to still be a solid NBA player.
Well, okay, he might have.
He
You know
might be a
what?
star.
You know
He
what?
got the stardom already.
You know what? Never say never.
We seen flashes, have we not?
Flashes of what? Not in the NBA. we
We seen flashes in
we seen a flash, but it wasn't him. It wasn't of his skill level.
That's just getting his feet wet and a confidence thing. As give him a couple years. Is it better to develop in
College.
or
No,
no?
college.
Why? How is
College.
it better to develop in college when you playing against other pros? You doing pro things you wouldn't do in
Because
college.
he's not developed. He's not
He's
developed.
developing.
He's not developed enough to get an NBA.
He's developing. He's learning more to be more of a smarter and build better as an NBA player than you would in college.
How?
Just by the workouts, routines, learning, just different things. Playing against better NBA pro athletes.
How?
You don't
get
get
dog walk.
you don't get better playing against better people, better players. If you hooping against mid-level players every day, you think you're doing something, and then as soon as you get to the league, you get dog walk. What's the difference?
Dude, he's getting dog walk.
It's he is the last pick of the draft. With number one pick expectations. We forget his second round pick, but he got the number one pick. Got the expectation of a first round pick because of the name and who he is.
Dude, he was picked 55th.
Yeah, and expected to dominate right away, regardless.
Nobody expected him to dominate. Nobody expected him to get picked.
Every time,
Nobody expected him to even get picked.
every time he stepped on the court, the lights are on him, expecting him to do something. It's pressure.
Hey, listen.
More pressure than the first round pick.
Listen.
Even in college.
The pressure. First of all, from his scouting reports to him leaving college, there was no pressure. The pressure was that he wasn't gonna get drafted. That was the pressure.
I remember
that was it.
I remember the agent calling other teams, letting them know, hey, don't draft unless it's the Lakers. Don't draft.
Man, listen, they wasn't gonna draft.
Why the agent had to call the teams to let them know?
Don't
draft him or he's playing in
Australia. You know what? That's what he should have played. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is the scenario. Another team drafts Bronny. Bronny plays in the opening game, maybe because of his name. After that, Bronny goes to the G League under another team. He underperforms. He's lackluster. He's selling jerseys, but as far as a player, he's not there. The next year, they trade him to see what they can get for him. Does it again, lackluster, not really doing anything. He's out of the league.
Yeah, that's your average second round 55th last pick of the draft. That's the average last pick of the draft.
That's him, right there.
If his name wasn't Bronny James,
he wouldn't be in the NBA.
Hey,
Like I said, you can't.
he's not horrible though.
You can't pick. You can't listen. There's guys that didn't get picked that is higher that should have got picked over him.
Why they ain't in the league?
Because
Now
he took
it's
it.
32 other
He took
teams.
the pick. He took the pick.
It's
Listen,
32 other teams.
listen. Out of 300 some players in the G League, he was like 300 something.
It's players right now in the G League averaging 25, still ain't getting no burn in the
I
NBA
know.
or no
I know.
take in the NBA. So
Right, because
it's
they,
32 other teams.
you know
You
what?
telling me none of them teams need a player like the best player in the G League?
No,
Not
no,
even on 15, not even to sit on the
no,
bench?
no. Because the players in the G League aren't better than what they got. That's why they in the G League.
Either the best player in the G League
The
ain't
best,
worth a
no,
bench
no, not
above.
based, not based on position, no, no.
Wow. The Wizards
Okay, so you
would
tell
be
me.
the worst team. What pull up the record for the worst team in the league right now? I think it's the Wizards or Charlotte. They won damn near 6 games, 6 and
What difference
42.
does that make?
Yeah, man. The worst. You tell me the worst team in the league that
Charlotte.
only.
Charlotte has the worst record.
That's ever.
Huh?
That's ever.
Shit, and it's still going.
Right now, 2025. Washington Wizards. Right
Washington
now,
Wizards?
6 and 40.
Okay.
They won 6 games. They lost 40 games. You telling me they ain't got one slot for the best player in the G League right now?
Okay, let's go look at top G League player. Okay. Okay.
But it could be different. Most of them players could be already signed to a team. They just send them down.
Well, here's the top player right here.
Okay,
He's
what's
a
his?
6'10" forward. This is what he is.
Okay.
Right? He's a 6'10" forward.
What he average? What's his numbers?
I don't think they say. He's a 6'10" forward.
6'10", 220.
Uh, NBA. He was 33rd overall pick. And here he is right here. NBA's. Okay,
Average
he has
17.
games played 17. Games. Look at the zero. Look at that zero. Minutes per game 3. 3-pointers .04.
That's the on the actual NBA team.
Yeah. Okay, let's get the G League. Right?
So he averaged 15 in the G League.
15 in the G League. Bronny ain't even averaging that. Right? So
He only played.
so right now in the G League, which forward he's better than right now?
Pull up the Washington Wizards. They 6 and 40. They lost 40 games already. And they got the #1 pick last year.
Okay, so let's look at it.
Didn't do nothing. So you telling me out of that whole team, he can't get one year.
So let me ask you. So he's better than Tristan?
He better than everybody. They all losers.
That don't have anything. That the team is lost, right? So there's a forward. Points per game. It's only 2.47 points a game.
So you don't think
Right.
the
Right.
top G League player
Right.
can do that?
6'10", 220.
That's
Right.
insane. That's
From
insane.
Italy. From Italy. Right.
Right. That's basically a G League player.
Yeah. Patrick. No, because you can't. Right. He's a center. Points per game 2.1. Right. Jordan Poole, guard forward, Justin. Right. Anthony Gill. So these centers are only averaging because they don't have the ball in their hands.
Right. And that's Alex Bard. That's their draft pick, the #1 pick.
Yeah.
Haven't heard him all year.
It is, huh?
Haven't heard of him, seen him on TV, Sports Center, not one time.
Yeah,
But
but he's better than
Bronny, yeah, yeah.
no, no. I'm talking about yeah. I mean
Oh, then
the guy
then
before it, yeah.
well, he's the number one pick. He's supposed to be better,
Okay.
but his backup or the
And look at
power
this.
forward,
He's better than Kuzma.
no.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, of course he's not gonna be better than everybody on the team, but out of 15 roster spots or even 12,
Well, what I'm saying,
you
okay,
don't think
so
the best
okay,
G
so
League player can
no, because
that's averaging two
how
doing the same thing
right,
he's doing in the
right.
G League?
How many? Look, okay, let's look at this right here. Okay, so at least 8 people play on the roster when they suit up. You have 5 starting people. Leave it alone. You have 5 starting people, right?
Right? You're gonna have at least 3 or 4
Right. So
rotations.
he can't be. So he's not better than the second guard, second forward, right? The second string forward.
No.
So you're probably going to carry about. You're going to carry a point forward, somebody that can play both positions, and
Three
mainly
and a four.
right. And then your last people that you're going to have in the NBA now, you're probably going to carry an extra center or a center that can play forward. Um, Probably another shooting guard and
Point.
another point, right?
Mm.
So there's no room for him to travel, to suit up. Not with that level of depth, not on that team. And that's the worst team in the NBA.
They said at least 8 players out.
No, yeah, at least.
They
You
have
have 50
10.
people
They have
on the roster, but to suit up, you're only suiting up about 8 or 9.
them the people that get in the game. I'm just saying.
Say you shooting 10. Let's just say you
I
shoot
think
10, right?
that's more realistic.
Say you shoot
10
10, right?
players.
So you gonna carry 2 forwards, you'll carry 2 centers. Careful, go to bed. Bye. Go. You're gonna go 2 forwards, 2 centers. You're gonna go with a point guard, a shooting guard. So let's just say you gonna go with 2 people for every position, and then some people will cross over. Unless you got a game like where some people would double up on a center or forward or something like that if you need help with a big man to
Mm.
do the fouls. He still numbers don't add up for him to be in there.
Even on the worst team.
Even on the worst, because even on the worst team, he's not better
So he's
than.
not better than the backup center
Oh,
on the worst team in the NBA.
oh, uh-uh. Because like I said, even if, like I said, even if we went there and we went to, you know, points per
Average
game,
15 and 8.
14-8, yeah, right? So in order for us to do that, what we would have to do is we would have to go to back here, the roster,
Mm.
right? Okay. So we have to go here. Small. Reality is small forward. Small forward. So the thing is, they don't have a depth chart on here though. But we'll say, okay, let's go here. He went to Pitt.
8 and he averaged 8 and 4 or 8 and 5.
So he ain't taking his spot.
No. 2 and yeah, like come on. He don't even get or he get what 14 minutes.
Yep. So, but they usually tell you where he fell in the draft. But some of these guys could score like they was talking about Pat Beverly. and he was talking about how
Oh, he was
in
just
the
Oh, he
high
was
scoring.
a
side of Chicago,
scorer.
he
Yeah,
was averaging 37 in Chicago,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He was
and he
being
had
yeah.
to
He was a
change
rotated
his
scorer.
game to play in the NBA.
to be a role
Be a
player.
role
Yeah,
Yeah,
player. Yeah,
because everybody can't score in the NBA, and that's
yeah.
crazy because I
yeah,
didn't even know
yeah.
I
he
seen
was
his
I
that
seen
good.
his
highlights. I
highlight.
seen his
I seen his
highlights. It was
highlights. He was
crossover, and then
crossover,
he
and
said
then
he
he
went
said he went
overseas and
overseas
started
and
doing that
started doing
again.
that again.
Oh wow! See, I had no idea, no idea.
But
So
yeah,
But yeah,
roles matter
roles matter
in the
in
league,
the league,
and I'm
and
sure
I'm sure
politics too
politics too
do too.
do too.
okay,
But
But
it's
it's
not
not
the
the
people not in
people
the
not in the
NBA just
NBA
because of
just because of
skill. I'm
skill.
just
I'm
say
just
that.
say that.
okay, all right. So we go in. This is our little chat up that we're gonna be doing a little bit from time to time and seeing what is going on in this some bitch.
Mhm.
But that's what we're talking about. Just talking about random stuff, and y'all let us know what y'all think as I get it together. As I reform this Daniel Haru. Don't get mad at me because I'm an atheist. It is what it is. All right. So y'all peace out, and we gonna catch y'all again now on the right side or the left side, whatever side.